Hello everyone, my name is Faith Motegi and this is my platform, Parenting Conundrums. We are having an ongoing discussion concerning talking about death to children, talking to children about death, whichever way you phrase it. And why it's important for us to also do some self-reflection, because I would like you to also reflect. And why I want you to reflect is I want you to realize that when it comes to traumatic experiences, especially if the debriefing is not done in a good time and also done well, it becomes almost like a scar or a tattoo in your brain, in your unconscious, like your memories. There are some things you never forget. And I want to give an example of, if in any of the bomb blasts, whether it's those that you have seen from other countries or here in Kenya, like in 1998 we had a bomb blast within the Nairobi CBD. Do you remember where you are? Do you remember how you got that news? Usually it's like a brain stamp. It's like the you know how they do the tattoos, or if you are to sear, SEAR, like burn something into flesh. That's what happens to traumatic situations or traumatic experiences in our minds. Like you can remember, there's some people even can remember the smell, the tastes. That's even during the debriefing. Those are some of the, we look at the aspect of the senses. Like, what do you remember seeing? What do you remember touching? What do you remember smelling? What do you remember tasting? So why is this important for you as an adult to reflect on? It's because it will shape how you communicate with the children in your lives. What is usually difficult in this situation is most of us who are parents or guardians of children were not talked to. No one broke the news. We just found out along the way and we figured life out. And here we are. So now we are being tasked with talking about topics we have never had being talked to us about, which makes it a little bit challenging. And then it's not your kawaida, how was your day? It is heavy topics. So that's why for today's video, I want us to look at the little ones, the lovely. They are not terrible tools. We speak blessings. They are the terrific tools. 0 to 2 years. Do you believe that children between that age have a concept of death? Children are smarter these days, so I'll not say no, but I'm just saying that in this case, even though I mentioned the ages, they are not set in stone. So there could be a 2-year-old who understands. We have geniuses amongst ourselves. We have, or they have, something has been so repetitive in that child's life that the concept hits home very fast. So I want to go through. So if you have a child who is between, or children between 0 to 2 years, this video is for you, or you can share it with somebody within your networks who has children of this age. So remember, the ages or the ranges are not set in stone, okay? And then not every child is going to react the same. So you could have a 2-year-old, even twins, or they are different, okay? And another thing that you need to remember, so I don't forget, is children and adults, yes, differences right from the word go, even the wording, the ages, different. But the thing about children is when they receive something sad, some sad news, they will move in and out. They will oscillate. Okay, yes, let me use common language. They move between, or they waver. Those are the words I'm trying with all the English that I have learned over the years. They waver between moments of sadness and normalcy. So they will continue playing like normal, like nothing has happened, like the whole world has not just collapsed, the way you as an adult are just seeing everything has just come to an end. And then they come back and they're like, they have sad moments. So for us as adults, if I am sad, I will have an extended period. Like if it's crying, I just cry my eyes out. And then gender and personalities are different. So don't look at a child and wonder, are they heartless? Did they not hear what I said? There could be a child who listens to what you're saying and then goes and plays, because that's their language and that's how they process the world. And then there's one who will be like, okay, tell me more. They will not move from your side. There will be someone who will be so angry at it. So this is why I want us to go through the different ages, okay? So we are looking at birth to 2 years. So at this point, there's basically, even as the research indicates, they don't have an understanding of death, because they are still learning the aspect of language, getting to know ABC and not A, B, C, and D. Basically, their understanding level has not reached that point of people can die. Then they are aware of the absence of a loved one. So even though you will not tell them that so and so the mother, father, or the deceased has died, they will notice that person, especially if they are within their circle of influence or their social support, they will notice the absence. And that's why they have separation anxiety. Even for you as a mother, if maybe you have been on leave, maternity leave for 3 months, and then suddenly you have to go, there's that aspect of them crying and being clingy, okay? So they can become upset because of the loss or the presence, missing the presence of the parent. Let's work with the aspect of the parent. And then they absorb the emotions of others. So even though they are 2 years, they are 1 year, children, I keep repeating, children are the most effective sponges of information. They soak in the environment. How do you think they are learning language? And why do they pick on the curse words, when you hope they could be saying yes, thank you, but the words that come out of their mouth are usually the curse words? Because they have had it, okay? So they will begin to grasp what all gone means. Like after a period of time, they realize, by the way, my pattern has changed, okay? So what are the reactions? And these are not cast in stone. The children are different. There is general anxiety and separation anxiety. They realize there's a gap missing. So what do? Whoever is nearby, I will stay. You are not going anywhere. So there's that aspect of crying. There's sleeplessness or excessive sleeping. So it's either insomnia or hypersomnia. Yes. Then cleanliness, we already said that. Then there's biting. That's the other thing about children, because they don't have yet the language. Yes, they have the cooing and what those brief, the bubbles, BABBLES, like how they're communicating and you're understanding what they are saying, but they don't have the language like right now to say that I am sad. So they will bite, they will throw items, and they will have temper tantrums because they realize something is amiss. There's a storm. People are not acting as they should. So even for them, they will be manifesting what they are picking from the rest. So how do you navigate around this? Provide physical contact, cuddling and holding. So if it's you as a mother who has lost a beloved, or if there's someone close to you who has lost a beloved one, maybe the husband or another child or whatever, whoever it may be, if they are in crisis, if there can be someone who is there as a support system to continually hold the child. And especially at 2 years, they're the toddlers, they want to be everywhere mom is, but she wants to lock herself in the bedroom or in the bathroom. She just wants to cry. I don't know what the men do, which is an interesting thing about how do men react when the tables turn. Because most of the times we focus on the widows. So because the mother is, I'm not discriminating. If it's the mother, because the children tend to follow the mother, if there can be a support system such that the mother can have her moment, and then still the children are not neglected. So that it's not that the mother is close, but it all depends on the social support. And I'm hoping with Parenting Conundrums, you don't feel alone, okay? Create a support system. Even though it's one person, even though it's me listening, and at least you just give yourself a virtual hug, that you need somebody who you can just, and they can, you just let go, and then somebody picks it up for you. Excuse me. Pardon me. Then you need to meet, excuse me. You need to meet their physical needs. Like, let the routine still maintain. If there's one powerful thing that helps children transition better, is if routines are maintained or created. Like, it creates safety. If it's going to school, after, if they can stay away from school, to just do what needs to be done with the funeral, burial, and the rest, and then they go to school at the same time, same school if possible, because changes happen. Then you have let family and friends help with care and household tasks. I don't know where this is coming from, but excuse me. So this is where even by the time I am talking about parenting conundrums, is the importance of having a supportive network. You cannot go through this life alone. There is a teenager in front of you. There's a toddler. You could be having 3 children, all of different ages, and they're all processing different things at the same time. So how do you navigate around this? If it's not you, can you step in and help somebody else? So when I say that is from birth to 2 years, as I said, terms and conditions apply, but the little ones, they do sense that something is not as is. So let's not neglect them, and let's support if we are in their position to do so. Okay? So thank you so much. I'm hoping that you're finding these resources insightful, and I will pick up with the next age in the coming videos. Okay? See you, and all the warmest hugs. Bye-bye.